And so here we go again with the JamesPope. Now, in this video, you'll realize how dumb or how actually retarded this moron is, and how he has a way of twisting things. But I mean, just like every liberal, you'll see how badly everything is twisted, and his lack of understanding of anything that you say. It's just so stupid. Like, it's frustrating dealing with stupidity on this level, and this is the reason why I never made a response video to his response video to my MRA content, which he so fallaciously calls misogyny video. The video has nothing to do with hating women. It has actually everything to do with pointing out the feminist bullcrap. And it's so easy to debunk that video, but it would be a waste of time for the level of stupidity that would be responding. But I digress. In this video that he made after my video on the DeviantArt account, he goes into some more fact twisting and shows his lack of understanding to a level by which I've never seen before. It's just crazy, but you'll see it for yourself. First, I want to make the point that I could care less if you take your video down or leave it up. When I was talking about the Zach Hammer taking his video down, I was talking about the sheer ignorance of his claim and how he felt so stupid about the dates that were posted on the channel or the DeviantArt page. He never even realized how old all the posts were, so thereby defeating his whole point in trying to make the video, which was to expose me. You, whether you want to admit it or not, were making the same thing. This is why you said in your first video that you were just trying to promote my work, which is sarcasm for saying you're trying to show the things that I do, which didn't quite work. Being attracted to a woman's feet is probably the biggest category there is out there, actually, when it concerns to like what you like on a woman and stuff like that. So I don't see how it's funny. I mean, maybe a Christian talking about what he likes might be a little odd, but like I said in any of my videos, I don't sugarcoat nothing. And there's nothing wrong with having a foot fetish at all. Now, right here, he's going to make a major assumption by which doesn't even exist.
You know, if feet are your porn, and you're against porn, masturbation, etc., and you shouldn't be allowed to look at feet. It doesn't seem fair that you go around judging people for looking at pornography, as you do and have, against many people, including the Woods of Jordan, who you berated ad nauseum for him masturbating at some point in the past.
Quick point, I never, ever berated the Woods of Jordan for masturbation. I only brought up the point that didn't somebody else call you out on masturbation? And I was making that as a point as to why you're trying to call out God, Guns, Guts, and Glory for something that he's doing. I called him out on hypocrisy, but I never ever beat him down for that. And I said it's actually wrong to do that. Whoever did that to the Woods of Jordan was wrong, is what I said in that video. Fact twisting at its finest, people. This guy is an idiot. Number two, feet are not my porn. Having a foot fetish or an interest in feet does not mean you look at foot porn, nor does it mean that you sit and masturbate to foot porn. This is stupid. This is a major assumption made by this idiot. I mean, can you imagine trying to have a conversation with this fool? It would be, I would rather bang my head against a wall. It's like talking to a wooden block soaked with water.
It's okay that you like feet or whatever, but I don't think it's then okay for you to turn around and be like, looking at those women's titties, those men's penises, that's awful. Feet, oh, I love feet. That doesn't seem right.
Major assumption fail once again. Loser.
But if that's the case then, Crazy, why haven't you taken this down? I mean, at the very least, maybe not your DeviantArt account, because you've got some pictures of your family and whatnot on there, which I think is funny.
Well, first of all, I already explained in my video why I haven't taken it down. Second of all, I don't have any pictures of my family on DeviantArt. All of those are friends. Or people from Drumline. Yeah, friends. They're all friends on my DeviantArt page. None of them are family at all. This is how this guy makes his assumptions. He throws out stuff that he has no idea about. So even though this point is irrelevant or it's not even a big point, it alludes to his bigger assumptions. For example, me have feet being my porn and that I masturbate to it. Not so. I don't do such a thing at all. But assuming automatically that people on my DeviantArt page are my family is an example of this guy's assumptions. None of those cats are my family. So
Yeah, that you intermingled these two things, but whatevs. But at least those pictures, you know, they've been up for, what, 5 years now since you became a Christian? But Crazy doesn't really respond to this directly. He actually contradicts himself. I'm not going to say that now.
let's see this contradiction that he's talking about. Why don't I just get rid of the account? Well, because I still have some stuff up here that some people do like, some people have favored it.
Oh, you mean your foot fetish homies?
You know. No, not just them, but I have also I have other friends that are not foot fetish homies that I hang out with. That category of people would be right here, by which not all of them are into nude art or foot fetish. A lot of them are into 3D art or game art from like Nights into Dreams and stuff like that. But I digress. So on and so forth. I have no intention on getting rid of the account. It really doesn't matter, so. But anyway.
It doesn't matter, no, anyway. But there's more.
Why haven't I deleted this DeviantArt page yet? Well, because I still have friends on here that I still interact with on different topics such as 3D art.
Well, it's funny. I didn't see any 3D art groups. Just foot fetish homies. But either way.
That's because you're too blind and too dumb to see it right in front of your face. Where is that window? There it goes. Let's see, so this is my DeviantArt page again. I haven't changed crap about it. And right here, under these random favorites, oh no, 3D art. Let us see. And so, these cats, some of which make 3D art, are the cats that I'm talking about when I say I talk with other cats about other topics not like 3D art. Port Wolf being one and a few others. Of course you didn't see it because that's not what you want to see. That's not what you want to present in your video. You're trying to present hypocrisy where it doesn't happen. So of course you're going to be dishonest and you're not going to tell people the truth. That's what you are. You're the JamesPope, the greatest troll on YouTube out of all the trolls. These guys, they make these videos twisting things and they call it comedy. Some of them are actually funny, like the little bobblehead figures that they make. Well, I'm getting way off topic though. But this guy, he's just downright dumb. It's not even funny. But he's good at being a clown. That's exactly what he is. A lying clown. But anyway, I digress. Let's see, Melzy Woo, an old friend, she makes 3D art as well. It may be old school abstract 3D art, but it's 3D art nonetheless. And so, we used to talk and critique each other's work. I mean, the list goes on. These aren't the only cats that I have. So don't. He's the type of person who'll try to say, oh, he used 1 or 2 examples. There's many of them. There's more than just that. But for the sake of video length, I'm not going to keep going on and on and on. Have it. And do I have a foot fetish? Oh, I have a massive foot fetish.
Just before we go on, what? What the fuck are you talking about? I thought this whole video was about how if you have not had a foot fetish, you don't do these things anymore.
No. Oh my gosh. I swear, I'm like rubbing my face right now because it's just like the level of stupidity is just amazing. I never said that I don't have a foot fetish anymore. I said I don't do those activities on DeviantArt anymore. I don't do those things anymore. Doesn't mean I don't have a foot fetish. I still do. So there's no hypocrisy here. The only thing I said is that when it concerns feet, The difference is between then and now is I only concern myself with my wife's feet.
Was the way I was, but not the way I am now because I'm a Christian. But what? We were just.
And that's what I have a wife for. That's why one of those pieces of work were exclusively about her. So, I can focus all my energy and attention in that area on her.
Did you guys get it yet? You guys get it yet? Let me show you this clip again if it doesn't make it clear.
Oh, and by the way, these are my wife's feet. And that's what I have a wife for. That's why one of those pieces of work were exclusively about her.
Those are not your wife's feet.
It's clear that those are not my wife's feet. I never said they were my wife's feet. It's simply a general foot picture while I'm discussing the closer of my video. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a picture that's on my favorites. This is the topic that we're talking about, my DeviantArt page. So it only is common sense that some kind of picture would be shown while I'm talking about my video or myself on this topic. This does not automatically assume that I'm still into this chick's feet or I'm into looking at everybody's feet. No, that's not the case. And since that's what you're promoting, you're dishonest. When I'm sitting here discussing my wife's feet and I said that's why one of those pieces of work were exclusively about my wife, I didn't say that's why this piece of work that's on screen is exclusively about my wife. It should be painfully obvious to you that one of those pieces of work means that out of all the work that I have, one of them are on my wife. Doesn't necessarily mean that I have to have it on screen because I'm talking about another piece of work. Hence, one of those pieces of work. I mean, you can't get any dumber than this, people. I think I'm going to close the video off right here, and leave you with the evidence to show that this is the dumbest person I've ever responded to. The dumbest.